All right, let's get back to Maiwa now. Well, Maiwa, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon, Chimese. Thank you for having me.
Well, the consumption of pasta seemed to have gained some kind of traction across most parts of Nigeria in the last 12 months. The price of pasta has spiked by 20%. Almost every household has pasta as part of its menu. Is that the reason for this price increase, which seems to be almost identical to the food inflation rate?
So pasta has gained popularity, like you said, over the past few years. Pasta is made from wheat dough mixed with water, eggs, and shipped into different sizes. And then in Nigeria, we know that spaghetti is a form of pasta that has become popular over the years in Nigeria. You see its household menus, even in restaurants. It's almost as popular as jollof rice on a restaurant's menu now. And then for Nigeria, about 15% pasta consumption accounts for about 15% of our wheat usage. So when you look at the reason for the price hike, you can actually almost imagine why when you think of exchange rate. Number one reason for the price hike that we've seen now is exchange rate pass-through effect. Most manufacturers import the wheat they use to make pasta, and then most manufacturers only get about 20% of their forex demand from the IE window. They have to source the rest of it from the parallel market, which increases their cost. And this cost is passed down to the customer. And then sometimes even assessing forex is so difficult for these manufacturers these days that they have had to shorten their supply to retail market. Another reason for this price increase is also the shortage in supply of wheat in the global market. Global producers of wheat have experienced shortage in their wheat supply, and this has impacted the price of wheat globally. In the past 1 year, from the beginning of this year, the price of wheat globally has increased by about 10%, and then we've also seen that reflect in the prices of pasta and spaghetti in Nigeria. This coupled with a couple of with other factors such as high transportation, logistics costs, high energy costs have led to the price increase we see right now in the price of pasta.
Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria, in keeping with its import substitution strategy, announced recently that it had plans to place wheat on its FX restriction list. Nigeria's is largest pasta producers have Honeywell, Dangote, and flour mills of Nigeria, and they depend on imported wheat for production. Now, considering that Nigeria wheat production is low and of suboptimal quality, do you think this import substitution strategy plan by the CBN is viable?
Well, first of all, we need to look at wheat production. Nigeria is a net importer of wheat. We currently produce about 400,000 metric tons of wheat annually, leaving a supply demand gap of about 3.6 million metric tons. And so it's quite unfortunate, like durum wheat, which is used for pasta, is the third most imported commodity in Nigeria. So it's unfortunate, really, when you think about it, that as the consumption levels of wheat increased over the years, we didn't increase our production capacity, we didn't increase our production levels. And so to make up for the supply demand gap, Nigeria resorted to increasing our importation of wheat. And this has been a source of concern, not only to the CBN now, but even to past governments. As far back as 2012, the federal government then had this composite flour policy where they offered tax breaks to producers, millers, and bakers who mixed wheat cassava flour with their wheat flour. But to the central bank's current plan of import substitution of wheat, while we understand why they are doing this, there's need to actually reduce the amount of money we spend importing products, and we need to boost our local production. There are certain things that need to be addressed first. Number one, the challenges involved in wheat production in Nigeria need to be addressed first. Basic infrastructure need to be put in place first before we can move to this import substitution plan. And then when you look at it, if we can do these things, it will help greatly. Then we'll be moving from a situation of, say, 50 to 100. That's more viable than going from 0 to 100. That's not really viable. So these things need to be addressed first before this substitution plan can actually be viable.
All right. Thank you very much, Maiwa, for your time this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of the day.